Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'll go through why if you have E2 Acheron and E2 Bronya, you may want to still use a -1 speed Bronya with an E2 Acheron. So usually with an E2 Bronya, you would use a base speed or 105 speed Acheron with a 134 speed Bronya, so that when E2 Bronya procs, Acheron will be at 135 speed and be right before Bronya. So right now, my setup is that Acheron is at 109 speed, so basically 105, because then the 4 extra speed doesn't really matter. So when she gets Bronya's E2 buff, she will be at 139 speed, and Bronya will be at 134. So the next turn that Acheron has will be right before Bronya. So this is good and dandy, but notice that Acheron stacks is at 9 stacks right now with a 3 overstack. So you do not want to have Acheron be overstacking when her turn begins, because E2 Acheron, when her turn begins, she gains 1 extra stack. So to prevent overstacking, you want to use Acheron's ultimate right before her turn begins, especially after Bronya buffs Acheron and pushes her forward in action value. So right now my rotation will be Bronya skill, and then Bronya ultimate, and then Acheron immediately ultimate to prevent overstacking. So that when Acheron turn begins, she will be at 4 stacks instead of 3 stacks. So let's just play this to see how it goes, and you'll see why later on this will become an issue. So right now, Acheron stacks at 4 stacks as expected, and on the turn order, Acheron is right before Bronya. So this seems okay, but you will see later on why this is an issue. So I'll use Acheron's skill, and notice that Acheron loses her speed buff and is after Bronya now. So over here, she loses her Bronya's E2 buff, and she is back at base speed. So this is the issue that I want to highlight, and why you may still want to use a 134, so basically a -1 speed Bronya build setup when you're using E2 Bronya with E2 Acheron. So basically ignore the E2 Bronya because of this issue. And the reason for this issue is that I believe that Acheron, when she ultimate, it still counts as her an extra turn. So basically, when Acheron uses her ultimate right before her turn begins, it counts as 2 turns instead of only just 1 turn. So that when Bronya buffs Acheron, since Bronya's E2 only applies for 1 turn, Acheron's turn is wasted after her next turn begins. So yeah, just a quick video on why this might be an issue, and this is especially an issue with Jiao because Jiao gives so much stacks for Acheron that you will face an overcapping issue. And in MOC, you may want to have that extra proc of Acheron stack from her E2 Acheron effect for MOC, because you might be losing that 1 stack just for the last ultimate for a 0 cycle clear. And you could circumvent this issue by using Acheron's ultimate earlier, before the Bronya buffed Acheron turn begins, so that you prevent overstacking. But you will then lose Acheron's buffs. So Bronya's buffs onto Acheron, because Bronya, her main buffing is her skill and her ultimate. So ideally you want to use Bronya's skill and ultimate right before Acheron uses her ultimate. And if you use Acheron's ultimate before these things happen, then you'll lose a huge chunk of damage just to circumvent this issue. So yeah, just a quick video on why I want to highlight this issue of E2 Bronya's buff expiring when Acheron uses her ultimate, and these are her stats. So 109 speed, and Bronya is at 134 speed. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment and feel free to like the video or subscribe. So I'll see you on the next one.